Welcome back to my West Coast travel journey, where I travel from the top of the West Coast down to the bottom, and I'm bringing you along with me. So far, I have attempted and failed at whale watching in Alaska, relax at one of the best hotel spas I've ever been to in Washington, and now it's time to explore Oregon. So grab your hiking boots and let's go see Oregon! Welcome to Oregon! I used to live in Oregon for like 7 years and I honestly hated living here, but the one thing I do miss is the waterfalls. So we're gonna go check them out. We're gonna go to Multnomah Falls, which is the most popular touristy waterfall. It's really beautiful though, kind of worth the hype. So, oh, I could see one waterfall already. Look at this. So pretty. And there's more up there. So yeah, even when I used to live out here, I didn't come out to the gorge very often. Multnomah Falls is the one I've been to the most, but this whole thing is just lined with waterfalls. Usually I always just drove up to the parking lot, but it was full. We're just gonna follow this path, see where it takes us. All right, so I just asked somebody, this does go to Multnomah Falls. I thought this was taking me to that other waterfall. I'm already on it, so. But yeah, this is, ooh, the gorge. This looks a little sketchy. So the cool thing about Multnomah Falls is there's many different points. You can be at the bottom, there's a bridge in the middle, you can go to the bridge, or you can climb all the way to the top, which I've only done once, said I would never do it again, but I tend to say that and then do things. So we'll see if I'm willing to go to the top. I thought I was gonna die last time I went to the top, so I don't know. Oh, there's a pretty little stream going right there. Oh! I'm almost there. There's the parking lot. All right, so I'm switching between cameras, so the sound quality is probably gonna change, but this is the gift shop. It also has bathrooms and a restaurant. I have eaten at the restaurant once, long ago, but let's check out the gift shop. You guys know how I am with my magnets. I do like this one. The nice thing about Oregon is there is no sales tax. So $7.99, that's what you pay. All right, I got my magnet to the waterfalls right up this trail around the corner. Here it is. So this, where we're at right now, is the first viewing point. Then you can take the trip up to the bridge, which we'll do. And then what I'm unsure about is you can go all the way to the top. All the way. And there's a little overlook up there where you can literally look like right over the side of the waterfall. Don't know if I ever need to do it again, but we'll see. So pretty. So now we're gonna walk to the bridge. So you just go up these stairs and then it's a little hike, nothing crazy. And then if you wanna go to the top, once you get across the bridge, you just keep going. So this is how far the hike is to each. Okay, we've made it to the bridge. It was only like a 5-minute hike, if that. So that's where we were standing before. Here's this angle. And then here it is. It's pretty busy today. I don't think I've ever been here when it's quite this busy. So as you guys can see, the bridge is really crowded. So we're gonna go up here a little bit. Sometimes the mist from the waterfall will come over here and it feels pretty nice. But I already know y'all want me to hike to the top. I already know. It says it's only a mile. I just really have a hard time with inclines. Our first apartment we lived in Florida took 2 sets of stairs up to the 3rd floor every day. Did we ever get used to it? No. There's a kid that was like, "Can we sit down?" He was like crying. I've never related to somebody more in my life. Another kid also asked me if he could have my GoPro. So these kids are wild. I must look like I'm dying because I'm starting to get the sympathy from strangers and the looks of like, is she okay? Oh, is she gonna live? The answer is no. I just asked somebody, I said, please tell me I'm almost there. They said, kinda. Oh, this might be the last you see of me. If you guys find this, just know I was trying my hardest. I told myself I was never gonna do it again for a reason. Did I listen? No! Oh, kill me. Why am I doing this? Okay, multiple people have told me it's not that far. Oh, my eyes burn so bad from the sweat. I hear water and somebody just passed me. It says it's downhill from here. Thank God. We're almost there. Oh, I survived. Woo! Yay! I actually don't think I came to this part last time. There's an overlook that goes right where the waterfall goes over. This is the stream that goes to the waterfall. This little bridge. Very pretty. Alright, so now we're going to follow the stream to get to the edge. This is the path that you take to get it. So I obviously went this way, but if you go this way, you get to the edge of the waterfalls. There's another view. We're getting close. So this is the first little dip, and then there's just like a small little pool right here, and then right over there is where the big drop is. Alright, here we are. Now I'm gonna go slap water on my face again in the stream. All right. I am so graceful. Time for the journey back down. See, now I get to act like it was easy the whole way up, because going down is no problem. Now I get to be like, yeah, this is a beginner's hike. Killed it. Took me 10 minutes. Yeah, I hiked to the top twice. It's easy. No biggie. Look at the pretty view. The bridge is way emptier now that it's the evening. Oh, it feels so good because there's a nice breeze. We made it back. Woohoo! Much less of a crowd now. Look at how beautiful. Alright, now that we've hiked to the top and the bridge and all that, let's go back to the car. I'm thirsty. Psych! I decided to also go check out the other waterfall that I missed earlier because I thrive on self-torture, and even though I just finished a hike that made my legs feel like jello, I'm gonna do another. So here it is! It feels really nice. It's nice and shaded. And the water, look at how pretty. And then it goes. And I parked down there. So, oh, it feels good up here. I love waterfalls. I mentioned this in my Portugal video, I think. Waterfalls are like my favorite thing nature-wise. Anyways, I'm tired, so I think I'm gonna go back to my car and go to Crown Point. Bye-bye, pretty waterfall. Ooh. See, this is the problem with hiking. You can't enjoy the view because every time you look up, you trip. But anyways, like I said, so pretty. We're gonna go to Crown Point. Let's go. I'm stopping for another one. Don't look at me that way. It looks easy, I think. Oh no. Jesus Christ, why did it... I'm just not built for this. At least this one has a rail. Oh God, it's not even that hard, but I'm struggling. Its shape kind of reminds me of something. Oh, I guess there's a spot down there. But we're not doing that. We're going right back to the car. We're almost to Crown Point. My sunglasses always do this. Always. Welcome to Crown Point, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while since I've been here. Quite a while. But I figured since I was in the gorge area, might as well stop by, especially since the sun's about to set. So, let's check it out. How pretty. So, this is Oregon, and that's Washington. I really don't know what this thing is. I've been inside it, but usually it's closed when I get here because I get here too late. I must be getting old because as a kid when we come here I was like, boring, this is lame. But now I'm like, look how pretty the sunset is. Now, the week I was in Portland just happened to be the same week as my cousin's birthday, so I decided to take her to Portland City Grill to celebrate. We're here! And here's the view of downtown Portland. Now, while both the food and drinks were good, the next day, both my cousin and I had extremely upset stomachs. And we both just stayed in bed all day the next day, which kind of sucked for me because that meant I was losing a day of my trip. But luckily, by the next day, I felt fine and it had passed through me. But unfortunately, my cousin Debbie did not have the same luck that I had. Her stomach was absolutely destroying her pretty much the rest of the time that I was there. So I went off by my own while she stayed at home and tried not to die. Welcome to another day in Oregon. I'm about to go to one of my favorite restaurants here. It's called Nicoletta's Table. I'm going alone because my cousin's stomach has been just absolutely destroying her, so I'm just gonna go. Also, I was like, I need to eat real food because the only thing I've been eating is like chicken strips and pizza, and my stomach is very angry. So let's go have real food. There it is. I never realized they had outdoor seating, so I guess it opens up in the summer. Here's the menu and drink menu. I'm going to try this drink that I cannot pronounce, and then I'm gonna get spaghetti. I've only been to this restaurant twice because I discovered it right before I moved. I'm excited. I remember it being delicious both times. It's in Lake Oswego, for those of you local. We discovered it by accident. We were just running around doing errands and pulled in. We stopped here and it was delicious. Here it is. It looks delicious. Taste test. It's pretty good. Almost like pink lemonade. Here it is. Time to dig in. Hot. Of course, I would wear a white shirt to eat spaghetti and then be messy about it. I cannot get it together. I am just spilling spaghetti all over this poor little white shirt. Smashed it. Normally I get dessert. Should I get it? I'm kind of full. Well, I'm not like full. I mean, I can make room. I might get it. I'll ask for a dessert menu. We'll see. Here we are. I think it's a little different from the last time I had it, which was like 4 or 5 years ago, but it still looks good.
Oh, Las Vegas. Oh, Las Vegas.
Good. So after lunch, I went to hang out with a friend and then went back to my cousin's house because we were going to be getting up early the next day to go to the beach. I'm half awake. We're going to go to Florence. It's like a 3-hour drive. I had wanted to do like one of those dune buggy tours, but silly me, I waited until last night to check because I thought I was going to go to the Florence on Friday, but things popped up, so now we're going today, but they had nothing today, so no riding sand dunes because they were all sold out. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my cousin to get back from whatever the heck she did, and then we'll go. Alright, after a long drive, we made it to Florence. First on the list, Moe's. Here's the view. Last time I was here, it was really gloomy, so it's interesting to see it sunny. After lunch, we hopped in the car and went to find the one thing I came to Florence for, and that's the sand dunes. I've made it to the sand dunes. I've only gone up like 5 feet, and I'm just remembering how awful they are. Well, that's how far we've gotten. It's not going so great. I've not walked up a sand dune since I was a kid, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. Okay, I made it. There's the beach. I know it doesn't look that bad, but it is. I don't know if I want to go down, guys, because if I go down, I gotta come back up. Actually, as a kid, one of our favorite things to do was run down them after we came to the top. Get like a trash can lid and like slide down or something. It was pretty fun, which is why I wanted to come back. I had fond memories, but I'm over over double the age I was then. Not quite as easy as it used to be. I wanted to take some cute pictures, but this wind is gonna knock over anything I try to do. Unless I can stick the thing this is on in the sand. Maybe we can do that? Maybe? Can you see me? This isn't as glamorous as I thought it would be. Sand is like slapping me in the face. It's been so long since I've been here that I forgot what it's truly like. It is really pretty, I will say that. Lots of sunshine and very pretty. Gonna be much easier going down than it is coming up. No, I'm not gonna run. Don't even try me. I'm not built like that anymore. You know what? Screw it. Today's the day. We're gonna be careful. My grandpa totally tripped and fell down one of these once, but we're gonna give it a whirl. See how it goes. Oh, I'm nervous. I didn't drop anything, did I? No! Keep going. Okay, that wasn't too bad because it wasn't as steep as in the past, but I did it! Now, unfortunately, almost everything I wanted to do in Florence was a bust. First thing I tried to do was go to this lighthouse. But after going in circles for about 30 to 40 minutes and taking the same turn 4 times, I just had to give up. There were signs that said like, this way to the lighthouse, but they just took us here. So when I got back home, I asked my mom how the heck to get to this lighthouse, and it turns out we were exactly in the right location. Apparently there was a path that neither my cousin or I noticed that you're supposed to take up to the lighthouse. But because we're both clueless, apparently, neither one of us realized that, so we didn't get to see the lighthouse. But at least this little area was pretty. You're laughing. Here we are driving. It's been quite the adventure. We've tried to go to the stupid lighthouse over there like 3 times. Doesn't work. Are there any sea lions over here? Oh wait, I think there are. I cannot see what I'm taking pictures of. Next up was Thors Well, which we did actually find after I drove past it because I lost service and my GPS couldn't tell me when I arrived. So I had to turn back around and go to it, and then we got to see it. So yeah, my day in Florence was not nearly as exciting and glamorous as I was hoping, so I might have to go again in the future for redemption. But the next day, however, totally exceeded my expectations.